Hello again, and welcome back to another devlog. Um, this is your host, Night Fox, and today we'll just be going over me putting in some characters and working through an animation blueprint. Animation blueprints are pretty cool in Unreal. Um, makes it pretty simple to get a character mesh that's a skeletal mesh that's skinned, has a bone hierarchy. You can get it into the engine. As you can see here, I'm retargeting animations from a whole nother skeletal mesh to the one that I have there. Doing that in Unreal is pretty simple. It's really just about aligning the two poses or really just one pose to the other. I typically, what I like to do, I don't know if there's a better way out there, but I typically like to get both of these skeletal meshes, and it doesn't matter really which one, but whichever one I choose, I'll take the opposite one and I will make a temporary bone in the other, and then set a preview mesh of the one of the meshes I'm trying to retarget into that bone. It helps me to align the bones up, everything like that, to the pose. And I've found pretty good success with that. Um, and it allows me to get it done pretty fast. Um, and yeah, I mean, getting these characters in and retargeted, especially in these prototypes, it is very fast. And so I do plan on using retargeted animations in Heavenly Chronicles. I really want to focus on the art, um, and whatever systems that I have to come up with. Animations are going to be one of those things that I really don't want to deal much with in terms of creating anything from scratch. I'll heavily modify a lot of the animations, like I'm doing here in the animation graphs, where I'm taking an animation instance and I'm setting keys within that, and I'm adjusting the rotations of the bones and things like that. And I'd rather do something like that than really just kind of go into a 3D modeling software and creating a walk cycle or some kind of attack animation um, from scratch. I think, like I said, I've mentioned in previous videos, being a solo game developer, one of the hats that you wear would be like a director or whatnot, where time management is part of that responsibility in that role. And so, if I can save time without losing quality by retargeting animations and modifying them versus coming up with them from scratch, then I've done my job as a developer. So here I am jumping back and forth, just hooking things up, making sure that they're working and things like that, and testing them out. Like I said, blueprints are really great for just rapid prototyping, which basically that's what this project is. It's a prototype, and I'm just really using it to just really develop systems and mechanics and things like that, functionalities. So that way I'm not necessarily doing it in Heavenly Chronicles. And it was a really good way that I participated in both Lux jams that was available. Um, and I ended up with two different prototypes, and which are two prototypes that I can upload to itch and steam, and that way everybody can get a chance to kind of just really have fun with these prototypes. Not too much crazy polish going on in it, because it is a prototype, right? The end goal for this is really just to have some foundational mechanics to put into Heavenly Chronicles, and that was really about it. So it's not gonna look as perfect as I would if it was a production based project. And I feel like I work better like that versus mentally feeling like I have just been in one project for a very extensive length of time, right? So here I am going through testing some of the animations that I've retargeted to make sure that they look right, which I think is important too after you retarget. I don't like to ever assume that everything just automatically is going to look right. Sometimes some of the joints can be off for whatever reasons, and then I can just kind of go back, delete the retargeted animations, make the adjustments, and then retarget them again. So I think Unreal is really great in that aspect. So um, yeah, so the characters that I'm putting in now are the Omeda City Police Department units, and the way that the enemies are gonna, the hierarchy for the enemies in the game. Essentially there's going to be like 3 rounds. The first round you fight these enemies here, and then you end up fighting a crowd control robot. Once you beat the crowd control robot, you'll cycle back through the level again to clear some more enemy zones. And then you'll end up fighting the police sergeant, and then when you're done from there, you'll cycle back through the level again to clear some more zones. And then when you clear those zones, you'll fight the final boss, which is the lieutenant of the police force. And then once you're done with that, you would have completed the game. And I'm thinking about putting in a cutscene. I'm not, I like to try to do that as much as possible. I think things like cutscenes are things that at least I don't do those things every day, and so whenever I have the opportunity to throw something in, especially in a prototype like this, why not? Right, as long as it doesn't take a unreasonable amount of time to complete. Seeing that this is a prototype, I don't mind. So I'll do something quick. Like I said, it probably won't be polished, but it'll be very readable from a gamer's perspective of telling a narrative and understanding what's going on. So, and that's really about it for this video. So, um, if you did enjoy the information and the updates that I gave, hey, hit that like button. Consider subscribing because it does help the channel and it helps me grow and get this video in front of people's eyes that may not know what I'm doing as a developer. Um, Ring the notification bell too as well, because hey, there are some cool videos coming up. By the time I get caught up with these videos, I'm probably going to have Heavenly Chronicles updates as well. So you definitely want to have notifications being sent to you. So other than that, enjoy the rest of this time lapse, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.